Hello there everyone, Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. Today I'm back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game pocket. Today's video, I felt like trying something a little different, and that is for the first time I'm finally going to give the ranked mode a try. And I figured why not do it with my favorite deck in the game, and what I consider to be my main deck, which is my Charizard deck that I built that consists of the Apex Generations Charizard and the new shiny Revelry Charizard as well. Of course, we got Arcanine and Moltres in here to help balance out the deck. But yeah, just to show you that I've never played this before, here's my beginner 1 rank at 0 points. I don't know how far exactly I'll climb, but we'll see if I can make it very far at all. But if you're curious, I will have the deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try this version of the Charizard deck that I'm running here for yourself, or to simply improve upon it. And I'll try to talk about gameplay and strategy when we actually get into our first set of matches here. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's go find our first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first ranked opponent here, and we do get the good fortune of going second, which is always nice, especially with Charizard. But no Moltres, which I like considerably less, but we'll start out with Charmander, because we can attack with Charmander immediately where we can with Growlithe. And we're going up against a fighting deck. Interesting. All right, we'll see what we can get done here. But yeah, so game plan wise, if you've never seen a Charizard deck before by any chance, it is pretty straightforward. This is not the most optimal start that we could have. You generally want to have Moltres in the active spot, which now we do, but can't really get Charmander out right now. But in the active spot, because that is your engine to build your Growlithe and Charizard up, and also kind of be your tank to take damage while you're building them up, because it is kind of a slow burn, unfortunately, to get Charizard built up. But Arcanine's in this deck to help mitigate the time it takes to actually get going a little bit. But I am running 2 different Charizards, the Shining Revelry Charizard and the Genetic Apex Charizard. One because the OG Charizard, we'll call it, it has the ability to knock out any Pokemon in the game for 4 energy, but you lose 2 from attacking. And the new Shining Revelry one has a way to stoke its own energy, so I kind of run one of each, because one's independent and one is not. So one's a powerhouse, one is just to get started more quickly, if we get that lucky. But we don't have either one of them right now. We just have Charmeleon, so we're just gonna kind of keep chipping away here. But yeah, well, I don't know what exactly ranked mode for this game is going to have in store here, but I'm going to try to work our way through it if possible. And we get another Charmeleon, so we can power up this one in the background. Alright, well, I guess we'll just keep attaching energy to the Charmeleon in the active spot should we draw into a Charizard here soon. I don't want him to take too much more damage here. But we get a point on the board. This is an interesting deck with a fighting and psychic type energy. What is the boss monster of this deck? Alright, our Charmeleon gets hit here. Alright, now hopefully if we oak it up here, it will give me a Charizard. And it did. And we get our heavy hitter. And we don't actually have to spend a Crimson Storm here and lose 2 energy. We can just straight up attack with Slash and KO the Clefairy. Alright, strong start. Strong start to this duel. We didn't have the ideal opening hand, but we can get things rolling here, and he doesn't have anything that we can't one-shot, and he can't kill us. Alright. Okay. Well, there's not really much to do here other than swing on this Bidoof and take the win here. All right, that was a fairly quick duel. I can't promise they'll all go this well, but we'll see what happens as we progress forward here. But a good game to the opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next ranked match. All right, looks like I've found my next opponent here, and it appears to be the same person that we just played. Now, I don't know if there are like potentially bot accounts when they can't find a person for you to play, because I've never had it to where I've run into the same person twice ever. So this may not in fact be a real person, or I could be wrong. Who knows? But I guess we'll take the, if it is a bot, we'll take the wins where we can, I guess. But doesn't mean I'll actually win, because right now I got jack and shit. Alright, let's oak it up. I should have played Poké Ball. What am I doing? Alright, we do get an Iono or Ono, and I have no idea how to say that name. So we can reshuffle if we need to. But I don't want to reshuffle with an oak in hand, so we'll hold on to that. And we get a Charmander to build. This is one of the few instances where I would have liked to have Growlithe, because we have an Arcanine in hand where we don't have any of the Charizard line in our hand other than Charmander. But okay. We're going to Moltres it up. Hopefully I have good luck and can get a heads or two here. If I can flip the coin, we're just going to hurl it to the top of the screen like an absolute Neanderthal. All right. Let's get 2 energy into our Charmander. And that's all we can do for now. Now, it does take 4 energy for Snorlax to do anything, which is nice. And we get a Charizard, which is good. Now I just need Charmeleon. Get another Charizard and another Charmander. All right, not bad. All right, I guess we'll put the Charmander in the active spot. Or in the bench, I should say. I'm going to put another energy into Moltres so we can start swinging on this Snorlax. There's no use to wait around to build Charmander up. Because we've already got 4 on this particular Charmander now. And next turn, we can start swinging on Snorlax. So what will this person and or bot do? All right, we get another energy into our Moltres so we can start swinging. Now, do I want to play Iono? And we do get the same amount of cards back, so I'm going to take the gamble on it just because I don't have Charmeleon anyway. There's a Growlithe and Arcanine back. And that still didn't net me a Charmeleon. And all I did was lose my Charizard. And I have all my basics in hand or on the field. So, okay. No point in boosting Charmeleon further. We'll just start swinging on the Snorlax. Alright, so the bot person is going to keep putting energy in the Snorlax. And we'll put 1 more energy into this Charmeleon because one of our Charizards, the Shining Revelry, does take 5 energy to attack, which is a lot. But it does have its Stoke ability where it can give 3 energy to itself. But we managed to build it the old-fashioned way. And they put in Grapple Locked. Alright, they can't do anything. We'll be able to take them out before they can attack. So we get Charmeleon up. Put another energy into our new Charmeleon, so we'll just go ahead and get that going. And we'll attack Grapple Locked. Which will... okay, down to about 60 health here. And they get another energy into it, but it'll be a waste. Because it's going to go bye-bye this next turn. Let's get another energy into Charmeleon here, because we can. And KO the Grapple Lock. And down it goes. And whatever they... barring an evolution, anything they play, we can knock out. And they can't really attack with Togepi either. They do play the Elder. I forget what the name of that card is exactly. I called it the Elder. Alright, well we get... whoop. Please don't play Cyrus. Don't need Cyrus. Can't play Cyrus. Because there's nothing hurt on their bench. And we'll get Charizard evolved because we can. And just to see Charizard here. But Moltres will be the MVP of this deck, so we might as well... or this match, so we might as well let him finish it out. And down goes the Clefairy. And we get another win on the board. Against his very same opponent. It was probably not real. But alright, well I will take that win, I guess. And off of that, we should have leveled up if I'm right here. And we do. We get up to beginner rank 2. And I guess it takes 27 points to get to the next rank. And I guess we get 10 to win, so it'll take about 3 matches to get to the next step. But I will go find one more opponent, and maybe it'll be somebody different or a real person. Let's see. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we get the good fortune of going second for the 3rd time in a row. That never happens. Now, the real question is this going to be a bot or a real person? The world may never know. But we are at beginner 2 rank now, and we do start out with a Growlithe and our Moltres, so this is almost the ideal opening hand. I would have liked to have seen a Charmander, but can't always get everything we want. And we're running an Abra with Fire Energy, so be willing to bet that's not a person. What a selection of cards. All right. Well, let's hopefully see if this nets us a Charmander. It does. Always good. Now, I'd like to see Arcanine, Charmeleon, or Charizard. And we get our whole line here, so I know exactly who needs to be powered up here. All right. We do our Inferno Dance. Hopefully the coin toss gods will be on my side. And there's 1. There's a 2. 2. I never get this many heads in a given video at any time. Usually, I'm more often to get 3 tails than I am 1 heads. I don't know. I can't remember if I uploaded a video or not, but I had a game with the Charizard deck where with Moltres, I flipped 3 tails 3 consecutive times. I had never seen anything in my life like it until I did it again the next time. This happened to me on more than 1 occasion. All right. Because when the coin toss gods don't like you, they really don't like you. But let's see if we get this Charmeleon powered up more. We only need 5 really to do some damage here. And we get 3 hits. Okay. I cannot wait for the match in which I really feel the burn from getting all these heads. It's going to happen. But bright side, where we have a leaf in hand, we actually do not need to waste our energy on Moltres. And we get another leaf anyway. So, I can give Charizard, or Charmeleon and Charizard, a unnecessary 7th energy. Because we don't even need Crimson Storm as of right now. Use the leaf to retreat. Get Moltres out. Get the heavy hitter Charizard in. And just use Slash. In case they evolve their bench back there. Alright, so there's a point on the board. And an Abra. Now, all this Abra can do is vanish out. Or change out. There's a lot going on here. Alright. And we get another Charizard. Always wonderful, but can't really make use of it right now. I'm gonna keep stacking energy into this Charizard just to see how many I can get into it, I guess. Oh, well, this would have been the time, actually, to have used Crimson Storm. I don't know why I thought Hitmonchan, or the Shining Revelry Hitmonchan had less than 90 health before. Alright, well, we'll just get our 9th energy in here. We'll play Iono just because we just because we can. And then it's a Poké Ball and a Charmeleon and an Arcanine. I mean, we can play Arcanine. Might as well evolve where we can and we can get our last Charmander. Alright, well, I've stalled enough. Let's just go ahead and take out this Hitmonchan. And down it goes. And that's 2 points here. And we get a Kadabra, which I will remember to actually use Crimson Storm on. Because it has 80 health. And it can't attack. We get a Sabrina, which we don't really need. We're going to just go ahead and put in the necessary 10th energy into Charizard just because we can. And take out this Kadabra. And that's the game. Alrighty, well, not a bad showing for the Charizard deck, I guess. I mean, we're going up against bots, so I should hopefully win here. No meta decks have appeared before me just yet, so might as well get the cheap wins in while I can and level up and rank up here. But good game to that person and or more than likely bot, and I'll be back when I find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent for the video here, and the karma is probably going to start rolling in now, because we're going first, and I got nothing else but Charmander in the hand, but we do have a Poké Ball and an Oak, so good things can happen here, and they have a fighting energy, so they can't actually attack next turn anyway. Alright, we're going to teach these bots a lesson. I don't know what rank you start running into real people, but hopefully it's soon. But we got our Moltres here. So I'm actually going to leaf it up out of the gate. And go ahead and tag Moltres in so we can start building next turn. And then next turn also play Oak, which is why I did this turn, and that'll be it for me. Let's see what the Swirlix can do. Alright, they play a Slab. Get a Flabébé, a Vulpix. I don't understand the bot decks, if I'm being completely honest. Alright. Let's see what we can hopefully net here. Another Charmander, another Moltres, not bad. I'm going to leave this spot open, though, for a potential Growlithe. And I'm going to get an energy into Moltres, and we'll start building up one of our Charmanders. Alright, Coin Toss Gods, what you got for me? I have no idea what to say. I don't know if it's just bot luck or what. But alright, we already got Charizard almost ready to go. Now we just need Charmeleon and Charizard to make that happen. Okay. Well, we'll try to take a cheap 20 here. And there's Charizard, but alas, no Charmeleon. Alright, well. I guess we're just going to put energy into Moltres so we can start swinging. I could play Iono, but we have so much good stuff in our hand, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get 2 more energy. All right. Charmander is more than ready to go. Next turn, I will probably have to play Charmeleon. Just so, play Charmeleon, play Iono, just so I can do something. Or we can just delay, I guess, because I can sweep with Moltres, honestly. So we're just going to do that. Alright, well, we take Swirlix out. I presume the Flabébé is going to come in. There it is. Now, it could put me to sleep, which could be annoying. But we'll see if we can get done and get lucky on some more coin tosses as we have been. Alright, we do get put to sleep. I need Moltres to wake up. And it's not going to happen. Alright. Another Sabrina here. God, it would almost be worth it to just... You know, I'm going to do it. The hell with it. I don't have Charmeleon anyway, and I've got to have something. I'm going to get a shit ton of cards back, so why not? Growlithe, Leaf, Charizard. There's Charmeleon. And another one. There we go. We got both Charmeleons and both Charizards. All good things. So we can really get sweaty next turn. Barring if Moltres can wake up here. Alright, we get a heads. Moltres is awake. He's wide awake. And back to sleep we go. Alright. Well, thankfully the Flabébé can't actually hurt me. But it can annoy the ever-living shit out of me for sure. Alright. Well, can't do anything as of right now. So let's go ahead and get Big Boy up here. And let's get our other Big Boy up here. Alright, let's get 7 into Charizard, because I think 7 is just a good number to have. Because it means we can use 2 Crimson Storms without back-to-back. I mean, should we even need it? But I need Moltres to wake up here, bud. Drink some coffee here. Wow. Okay, well, this is where the karma would come in. Okay, I'm going to have no way to get Moltres out. So I guess we're going to build up Charizard number 2 and get another nap in. Holy hell. That is 4 tails in a row. Remember that coin toss karma I was talking about? Here it is. All right, bud, come on now. There we go. Holy shit. All right, we get Sabrina. Now we're just going to leaf it up here. Might as well not lose the energy to Moltres if we can help it. Get him up free. Bring in Charizard EX. Put another energy into the backup Charizard. And we're going to use Slash. All that building to use Slash. Now I feel another Flabébé is going to come my way, so I'm probably going to put to sleep for another 10 turns, so here we go. Alright, they got a Ninetales on the bench, which sucks. Okay, Charizard, wake up. Good. Okay, well now we can we can finally end this after 17 turns. Alright, put another energy into Genetic Apex Charizard because we can. Use our Crimson Storm because we got 8 energy at this point, so why not? And down goes Flabébé. And there's another win. Is that 4 in a row or 5 in a row? I don't know. It's probably all bots, so it's probably not really much to write home about. But so far, so good on the rank start here. I'm sure it'll get a whole lot more competitive / worse for me when we actually start running into more meta decks, we'll say. But I do believe I'm going to end the video here. I'll probably do another ranked video after this with the same deck just to see if we can run into some actual people with it and really test it out. But as I mentioned before, the deck list for this particular Charizard deck I'm running is in the description of the video below. Should you want to check it out, feel free to leave me any suggestions or notes for decks you want to see me try out, or just decks to build around Charizard or any Pokemon that would be cool to run. And yeah, if you made this far in the video, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.